At the start of the final term, this is the first quarter final, the winner to go through and play either Essendon or North Melbourne at 6-8 to 8-9. The Saints responsible for a brave fight back. Will it be successful? Allen went very hard. Thornborough, Williams, he should be pretty fresh. Keogh gave it away, unfortunately. Bradley couldn't quite. Koutafidis, 10th kick tonight, goes long. Two centre-half forward. Thorpe sets himself. Well played at the back, though, by Hollow, who's been pretty good after a shaky start. Burke with the run. He's got a paddock, actually, here, Nathan Burke. Has one, has two. Bradley charges him down. Burke, neat-looking kick at 50. Jones read it pretty well. With him, Whitehead hanging all off him still. Jones, left-hand handball was brilliant. Pekin's little one into the goal square almost. And off Sexton from behind. 6-9, 8-9.
Wasn't bad by number 29 then, Danny.
Great skills, great vision, quick hands.
We're talking about young Jones, who's already kicked 2 goals. An 18-year-old from the Southern Stingrays last year. There he is, little Robert Harvey, isn't he? As Danny said. Oh, Mill! Yes, pay that.
He's at left half back, told to play on now. Floats one down towards the wing. In from the side, Thornborough did best. Pass to Allen. And won that duel. The margin back to 12 points. His centering kick low, comes out hard, crashes into McKay. Harvey, the crumbs, dragged to ground, held to him, says the umpire.
Gutsy effort there from McKay, blocking off the lead of Stewie Lowe.
And another look at Milhana. Just a little bit of a hand in the back. No free kick there, though. And you'd have to pay that for a grab.
Meantime, he's got it again. Kicks it down towards half forward. Williams not favoured by the kick. It's fisted away down there by Grant, who's got the better recovery. Williams fell over. So David Grant feeds it back. This is Nugent. Kicks towards the wing. Harvey's in front. Hanna reaches over the top. Timely fist gets it out of bounds. Milhana, who made his debut on this ground back in '86. I think he started at full forward. As we watch Harvey, there's tonight's attendance. I think Hanna injured in his first league game. The second game was about 18 months later. Williams didn't have the ball. Burke took him down. At the base of all of that is Keogh. His first half was good. The second half not as good. A marvellous game against the Dockers, in excess of 40 possessions. At least from Antelope 9 days ago. So bounce on the wing. Allen and Thornborough. One down by Thornborough. This is Zilla. McKay content to see him push it across the line.
And with just over 12,000 people, you'd have to say that the attendances at the Foster's Cup today have been pretty disappointing. In fact, it's now the Ansett Australia Cup.
Carlton bench. Allen and Thornborough. Koutafidis normally has very good balance. Davenport, who did lift it again in the third quarter. Handball by Keogh, gave it away. Camporelli. And they're vital mistakes at a vital time. Kernahan sets himself. Shanahan in the front spot. Thorpe onto it, goes to ground. Hasn't had such a night tonight as he did against the Tigers. And Spalding held up. 3 or 4 players all over the top of it. Just 2 goals of difference. 8-9, 6-9. It's the bench for the Saints. Trying a number of young players tonight, and they're going pretty well. Carlton led 7 goals to 0 at one stage. It looked all over, but at the moment, the Saints are in with some sort of hope. Christou at 55 metres, long kick. And is that a free kick down the ground? I think it is.
Very costly.
Kernahan to take it in the forward pocket. Improves the angle. It's got it.
Away, out by 18 points now, but the Saints have shown a lot of heart tonight. Can they work back again? Thornborough gets it down. Koutafidis knocked off the ball. Zilla on his knees. And a quick whistle. And a wise one. So a bounce still inside the centre square. Carlton led by 19 points at quarter time, 25 points at half time, back to 13 at three-quarter time. Now it's 18. Not a high-scoring game, this one either. Thornborough goes up, gets it down to Grant, stood up in the tackle. Keogh Gets it wide to Devonport. Devonport inside the 50. Coming on the lead. He was tackled, Stewie Lowe. He must get a free kick. Silvani, realizing he was out of position and falling to the ground, had to grab something and grab Stewie.
Well, a pretty clear free kick. In the light of what we saw with the Ange Christou one down the ground, perhaps it should have been 50.
Oh. Editorial comment. There goes the kick from Lowe. Hasn't got the carry, not quite. Right on the last line of defence. The old cliche. Allen put a hand up and touched the ball.
Good kick by Lowe. It was probably just outside his range. He kicked it beautifully. Christou to himself. Plays with a lot of confidence and dash. Then gets it almost to centre wing.
Oh.
Free kick against Koutafidis. In the back on Keogh. Saints need the next goal. They trail by 3 at the moment. Goals hard to get. And that loose touch, you feel if Carlton got the next one. Keogh chips it in. Low the target. Nearly a great grab again by him. Hogg, well played. McKay, Koutafidis. In close quarters there, the Blues were able to get it forward. Grant, who's been able to chip off Williams a couple of times. Williams not suited when the ball's delivered like that. Now Keogh, important that he delivers this. Looks all right. O'Brien, half volley. Goes back to Zilla. Gets back to Devonport. He's in trouble. Camporelli, Zilla again, has to kick in a hurry. Wobbles one to centre half forward. Couple of Saint players up. Pegan, Young Jones, he's kicked 2. Young Jones, he's kicked 3. He's a good Colt.
11 points. They got to within 11 points midway through the 3rd term. Can they go on this time? Bradley looking to lift, lost it. Burke got the hand pass off. McKay in desperate trouble. Got to the ground by Grant, got the hand pass away. Burke picks up the loose ball, floats it towards half forward. Christou went back with courage. Whitehead knocked it forward. This is Harvey, backed himself to beat the oncoming player and did. Sweeping hand pass. The big man had to stretch, inadvertently got his boot to it. Meantime, a chance for Jones. Dragged down, well played by Sexton. And now Carlton away. They absorb the pressure as Sexton goes towards the outer side. Needs the boundary. Won't find it. Peckett first back with some time. Peckett across half back. The hand pass finds support. Wakeland launches a long one down towards the attacking 50. Low, tailor-made for him. Couldn't hang on, hit him in the face. Balls to Shaw. Christou has to wait an eternity. Was interfered with surely. Play on's the call. Loose ball hacked out of midair by Dean. Across half back. Hannah leads in the race. And he's content to take it across the boundary line. It will be thrown in 60 metres out. David Parkin showing the signs of 17 seasons as a senior coach in the early going of 1995.
Carlton just experimenting at the moment with Greg Williams on a half-forward flank.
Get the feeling there's going to be one or lost in the next 5 minutes, though. The tempo has been raised. They're both going at it flat out now. 2-goal game still. Carlton in front. Tapped forward by Nugent. Winmar. Can he produce some magic here, the Wizard? Harvey. Winmar. Not a bad kick in the circumstances. Right there, Lowe set himself, launched himself. No one down. It's been a problem all night for the Saints. And O'Brien, be careful. You'll get 50 if you're not careful. Sexton had won the free kick earlier.
In fairness to the umpire, Sexton had his head down over the ball and he was just barreled. Free kick was probably there.
7-10, 9-9 the score here. Playing for a semi-final spot. At half back for Carlton. Winmar, Harvey, who's done some wonderful things. He's the most exciting player. That one not so good. Christou, Pekin really had a chance there to take it off him. Missed by O'Brien, missed by Shaw, missed by Whitehead, but he got it back cleverly. Good gift at Leeson under pressure. Christou, well played, Carlton. Very well played. It was wonderful skills under a tight situation as Whitbread goes, and is that a free kick? No, play on called. And out of play at centre wing.
Well, talk about slick hands. An execution under pressure. It doesn't get much better than that. And then the Saints came back. Williams back where he started. Boundary throw in on the wing. Allen tries to hook it behind Winmar, who's lifted noticeably, floats it down towards half forward, fisted away by McKay, who's been terrific all night long. Hogg slides in, spills wide Christou. Can't control it. Look at Shaw slide in like a base runner going head first. Down went Jones. Socket off the ground by Burke. Dean with composure kept his head, watched the oncoming group and got the ball away to Sexton. Sexton short to Whitehead. Whitehead left half back towards midfield. Back with courage. Great effort Shaw. Didn't complete the mark. Falling to the ground. Gets it to Nugent. Kick inside the 50. Over the top Dean. Hit the ground running. Away goes the veteran. Down towards half forward. Pearce in front. Great play by Peckett. Hasn't this game lifted. Peckett knocks it towards the boundary. Pearce goes with him step for step. Keeps it in. But Devonport, the favoured man there, bringing up the rear. Little chip past to Nugent. Gathers the bouncing ball. Taken down by Dean. Picked up by Gleeson. Play on's the call. Gleeson goes down towards half forward. In front down there, Kernahan. Knocked away by Shanahan. Diving in was Hollow. And a whistle and a ball up.
Great pressure on both sides there.
Once again, Glenn Nugent trying to beat a man and just can't get away with the football.
Well, his big mistake too, Gerard, was no legs on the kick a minute earlier. O'Brien was over the back. It was a gimme. Absolute gimme goal. Here's Gleeson at 50. It's pulsating stuff the last 5 minutes. Gleeson to the goal square. Thorpe gets set. Oh, nearly a good one. No mark though. Swept away by Grant. Keogh in slow motion. That was Manton who nearly took that mark. He's just come on for Carlton. McKay, he kept his eye on it, I guess, and dumped it out of play.
He plays for Coops, McKay, doesn't he?
He's a tough hombre, isn't he? And that's courage too.
So's the fellow.
Courage from Zilla. Fantastic.
Could be a nickname there.
Wakeland goes with Spalding. They might have played against each other, those two. McKay at Glenelg and Zilla at Woodville West Torrens in the last a couple of years ago in Adelaide. There goes Christou with a long one. Carlton just hoping to get a goal against the trend here because the Saints have had the best of it. Burke over the top. No free kick. Blues were appealing. Manton on the ground. Burke has lifted a bit. Not a lot of stats. There's Glenn Manton. February draft pick for the Blues from Essendon. Did very well in the night series last year for the Bombers. They went on to win the premiership against the Crows. See the hear the umpires. They're mic'd, of course, in these matches. High ball by Christou at centre half forward. Pearce, Shanahan. No room for error here. Shanahan to the safety, out of play. Under 10 minutes remaining. Now you reckon if Carlton get a goal out of this attack, it'll be a winning break in a low-scoring game at 9-9 to 7-10.
And Christou just has to be manned up. He's a nominated kicker. Whoever's on him must play him like in very tight.
Gleeson pushed off it, did well. Bradley about 30 metres out, snaps, and there's the goal Bruce was talking about.
Damon Shaw off. Bradley's had 14 kicks, 4 handballs, 1 goal. That was a big one, wasn't it? Everett goes. We're back to 17 points. Koutoupidis. Christou. He's had a ton of kicks. At half forward, Manton sets himself. Good play, Grant at the back. Gleeson, who has sharped very well, to Thorpe. At 50. He's had a quiet one. He's had 3 shots for goal, missed them all. 6 against Richmond. Normally, if he has 5 kicks, he'd kick 3. Kick number 6, outside 50. Manton the flyer. At the back, Peckett. He's been good, hasn't he? Had a bit of a calf injury, didn't play against Fremantle. Chips it in. Keogh at centre half back. Ton of touches too, but gave a lot away. Here's young Aussie Jones, has kicked 3. Tucks it, goes for a bounce, goes for another bounce, draws Christou. 3rd bounce, left foot, has to be accurate, not good enough. Dean picks it up, back to Silvani. Handball didn't have a lot on it. O'Brien, Silvani. Stuart Lowe's all on his own in the goal square if they could only get it to him. They can't. Whitehead away at half-back. Up to centre wing. Harvey, a bit too easy. Bradley hangs on Harvey. No free kick. Gee, out of play.
Really, the difference has just been the disposal under pressure. St Kilda have lifted immeasurably, but still just breaking down with the odd little bit of handball, the odd 30-metre chip kick that's not going to the benefit of the forward line.
Harvey dropped that last mark, but has reason to be tired. 33 possessions. Matthews held without it. He'll get the free on the outer side. Harvey 13 and 20. There's Matthews. And the Saints have it to do again. He kicks inside the 50. Pekin's up in front over the top low. It falls forward. Harvey once more in trouble. Gets the hand pass away. Long kick. They claim they touched it. I think it's okay from Zilla. Yes, it's a goal.
Ryan on the bench again, kicked St Kilda's first 2 goals tonight. We're back to that magical mark of 11 points. They've been there 3 or 4 times, the Saints. Haven't been able to get closer. Bradley Camperelli made a mistake, had time to get it back to Gleeson. Normally a good finisher. Yes, it's a goal. Goal umpire having more trouble finding the field umpire than Gleeson did to find the goal. So the Blues with the reply. Some class out of the centre here.
It is. It's just a training drill here. Down to Kuta Footies. The quick tap just over the opposition ruckman's head. It's the, well, it's the classic spot to put it. Couple of the handball change to guys just running directly at goal and finished off well by Adrian Gleeson. Important year for Adrian Gleeson. Probably under the pump a little bit, one would suspect.
Inside the last 7 minutes. And of course, the Saints can't afford to trade goals with the Blues. They desperately need a couple of quick ones. Everett to Burke. Did nicely. Peckett's away. And a lot of the ball in the second half. He floats it down towards half forward. Silvani leads in the race. Lowe's after him. Silvani the hand pass. Nicely done. Whitehead again. Keeps his head well. Gets it across to McKay. McKay's long kick towards the wing. Camperelli is out there. Knocked away by Peckett. Roving the pack is Jones. He doesn't mind to run for a youngster. He's got 3 goals tonight. Awkward hand pass to Keogh behind him. Keogh gets the ball and uses it well. Matthews from 40. He's got it. The Saints keep coming.
Well, they got away with it, Danny, but
Probably a little bit lucky with Aussie handballing to Rod Curtis flat-footed, but we'll take that one. There's Aussie there running. He should have probably kicked long to the key. Elected to handball flat-footed, but Roddy was good enough to get around his left. So Dean Matthews on his own there.
even he just thought almost mucked it up. But he got it. The Saints are still in it.
11 points of difference again. Suddenly goals a bit easier to get. Greg Williams stretching. Will he come back in the dying moments? Seen very little of the ball tonight, Allen. So important this break now. Who will get it? Harvey's been wonderful. Keogh to centre half forward. Low with strength. Go back and kick it, Stewie. Hammer it home here and put the Saints within a kick.
It's important that he goes through his normal routine, though. Doesn't have to rush it. Still plenty of time for St Kilda.
I'll back into this one.
Well, Spud, the captain, has put his money on Stewie, the goal kicker, at 50 metres in what arguably is the most important kick so far tonight. It's okay. It's a goal.
The game's on. Extra time, a distinct possibility. The Blues lead by 5 points. Thornberry gets it down. The Saints a chance to work it out of the middle. Burke sockers down towards half forward. Harvey, a tired player, leads in the race, left it behind. Whitehead slaps it forward. Devonport's in the road. Whitehead comes again. Going back in there is Zilla on his knees, tries to get it out. Devonport off the ground. Across the boundary line it goes. Well, the margin was over 30 points early in the second term, so the Saints have shown a lot of heart, a lot of courage tonight. You can see Harvey, hands on his knees there momentarily. Now he's up. Allen works his way in front. Thornberry reaches over the top to slap it down. Here's Keogh, arches the back and comes away. Now towards the 50, Zilla's got it. Picked up by Lowe. Was he carried forward? Silvani got him. A little toe poke from Burke. Thornberry went in. Crashing him down there was Gleeson. He's been handy in the spinal term, but he's lacked support. Brooks off the ground.
James Cook's come on to replace him. Noted goal kicker. Danny Stuart Lowe just looking for someone to give that option to, but no support runners.
Yeah, we needed Crummers there, front and centre of the pack, and unfortunately we didn't have any there.
4.5 minutes remaining. Matthews from 40. Good kick there in front. Saints in front. Extraordinary. Kevin O'Neill, was it 43 points at one stage? The margin, I think it was 7 goals, 3 to 2 points at one stage. It was 43 points, and now the Saints have hit the front.
But you're bringing back memories of past St.Kilda champions there, Kevin, now. Maybe hit the boundary time. Outstanding comeback from St.Kilda, based purely on aggression and running.
76-75, the Saints in front. It is remarkable. Pekin wrenches the ball away from Hogg and kicks to the 50, and Stewie Lowe, they're inspired at the moment. He's marked just outside the 50, goes for the short pass. It wobbles down towards the pocket. It bounces towards Smith, back to goal, comes around nicely, kicks, and he's missed to behind. The margin is 2 points. Joel Smith, who chose number 43 against the Dockers. He was listed to start with number 4, wearing number 4 tonight. And that's like walking into these grounds, an instant star. Look at all those jumpers, it would make you feel good as the kick comes down towards midfield. Keogh on the ground. Kutafiti's trying to crash his way through. There's a path of fallen bodies behind him, picked up by Allen, gains about 15 metres. Bradley lurking off the pack, couldn't control it. Spalding went without it. Driving in was Harvey. Spalding, was he pushed in the back? Not according to the umpire, who's letting them play. 3.5 minutes to go. And St Kilda by 2 points.
And David Parkin bringing on some experience with Justin Madden coming on to do the ruck work in the dying minutes of this game.
Winmar and Harvey were great there. A couple of tackles were outstanding. Harvey, look at him, he can hardly raise a gallop.
And
bending
it's been
over.
shifted forward.
Centre wing. Peckett. He's been an outstanding defender. Harvey has been wonderful. Absolutely superb. Low, out of play. Not a bad play though by the Saints. Is that Keogh, who's cramped in the centre of the ground as O'Brien's getting ready. It's a hot night here, and they've run their hearts out both sides. The game has lifted and lifted and lifted. Madden and Thornborough. Bit of difference in experience there. Justin's played 286, Thornborough 8. Quick kick away by Bradley, centre wing. Going for it hard, Wakeland. Caught. Spalding. Did he have hold of it? Handball by Nugent. Quick kick by O'Brien. Chance for Zilla. Runs onto it. Goes to ground. Gives it to Pekin. Pekin's handball. O'Brien onto it. Would love to kick a goal. Zilla, can he kick his second and the last? Sprays it wide out on the full. The Saints in attack though. Plenty of time for the Blues. But can they get it forward? It's been their problem. Kicked 11 goals of the last 15, St Kilda. It's 11-11 to 11-9.
So McKay out of the back pocket, and the Blues now needing to pinch this one. Who would have thought that possible? Over the top was Madden. And the ball up. And the clock continues to run. This bounce just outside the 50. St Kilda by 2 points. There's our scoreline. Anxiety. So here's the bounce. Williams looking on. Has played little football tonight. Jones wide of the pack. Crashing his way through Gleeson. Gains about 10 metres close to the boundary line. Pushed across by Nugent. Inside the last 2 minutes now. The Saints looking to go on to the semi-finals. Stan Alves certainly got this team back and running after half-time. Obviously had a bit to say. Several players transformed in the second half. Knocked forward by Thornborough. Running onto the ball, Jones inside the 50, but gave it away, taken by Dean. A belated whistle. McKay's got it. Here come the Blues. Gleeson. And here's a danger man. Bradley takes off. Bradley through the centre. Probing kick inside the 50. Cook is down there. And he's taken the mark. Cook directly in front. 35 metres out. And that says it all. But given what we've seen from the Saints, even if he kicks this one, they're a chance to get back. They've been terrific tonight. Well and truly gone. But they've clawed their way back. But now Cook. Parkin holds his breath. No, he doesn't. Takes a mint instead. Cook from just outside the 50. It's bending back. They'll contest right on the line. This is going to be interesting. Plenty of help. It's a goal.
Once again, a costly turnover for St Kilda. Pretty tough on first game player, but Danny, I guess that's where it comes from. Just poor disposal.
Yeah, we'll hopefully learn from that. It's just, you know, to Carlton's credit, they were able to capitalise on it, weren't they? They're a very good side.
Yes, it was a kick elected to be taken by Ozzie Jones, and it should have been the inboard handball.
Gee, they were stiff too, not getting a finger to that one, weren't they?
Even with the gloves on.
Inside the last minute, 11-11 to 12-9. Can the Saints come back? Bradley goes wide. It was touched off the boot. Play on call. Pearce chasing hard. Suddenly Carlton can waste a bit of time. They were desperate a moment ago. Pearce caught up. Takes a long time. Devonport round the body. Saints just need a lucky break here. Dean, Harvey, can he conjure something? He does. O'Brien attacking. Where's Lowe? He goes to full forward. Off hands. Chance for Smith. Surely he's going to kick a goal. He's got it. Oh! He's got it.
Right up for Joel.
No substitute for class, and if you are only a youngster, I think he's 18 or 19, Joel Smith, but he kept his cool, Danny, when a lesser player would have perhaps panicked. He jumped early, kept his feet, and most importantly, kicked a goal.
He's a great talent, Joel. He was our first pick in the draft this year. Drafted number 1, number 5 overall. Best and first in the Victorian Seal Cup last year, which is a great competition. And, you know, the boys are up and hoping we can hang on.
Might not be the first time number 4's won a game for the Saints. 17 seconds to go and running. Camporelli out of the middle. So Carlton come again. Down towards half forward. Last roll of the dice time. We're down to 9 seconds. Cook to Pearce. He can run inside the 50. Pearce still going. It needs a kick. The entire game riding on this kick, and he's missed on the siren. How about that? St Kilda have won. Well, they don't get any tighter. The ball in the air as the siren sounded. A goal is a win for the Blues. A behind means that look on the face of Milhenna and that jubilation from the Saints as we go down to Dipper.
Thanks very much, Dennis. Well, what a game to win tonight. Oh, Dipper maybe March, but that was unbelievable, mate. Fantastic young fellas. Magnificent. If they give the young fellas a chance, they just take them on all the time, don't they? Oh, mate. They've been fantastic this year. We've got so much depth. We're looking forward to a big one, mate. Well done, mate. Tough to go.
Well, what a game. What looked to be a disaster, honestly, in the second quarter turned into a classic.
Well, it was 7 goals to 0.
43-point margin. And the second time in the Ansett Cup this year we've had a 1-point game. It was a thriller last week, but this was better. The tempo rose in the last quarter. Goals suddenly became easy. We saw heroes on both sides of the deck. Cook's long goal. Pearce, look at the reaction now from the Saints after Pearce unfortunately missed that. Winmar can hardly believe it with Nugent. Fantastic reaction stuff. Young Ozzie Jones there, he kicked 3 goals. Young Smith. And Danny Frawley, we often see a team and a club make a run in the night series, and maybe it's the year of the Saints in '95. They're through to the semis.
Yeah, it's fantastic for the boys. I'm so wrapped for them. As you said, we were 7 goals down at one stage, and to come back, it's really one of the great wins of the night series, I think, over the years. And I'm in a lather of sweat here, and I haven't even played. It's just a great effort from the boys.
I've copped a bit of a beating besides that. Will you play in the semis, Danny?
Yes, I think I'll be right, Dennis. I think I'd love to be out there, and sorry about those elbows, Gerard. I was getting a little bit excited there near the end.
But the 2 young fellows that you've recruited from the VSFL, Danny, full of class, a little bit of inexperience, nearly cost you the game, but it was one of the other ones, Joel Smith, that backed up Ozzie Jones and sealed it for you.
Yeah, just fantastic to see those young guys, and you know, we're drafting young guys with class and talent and pace, which we need out at Waverley. I think those boys come through tonight, and also St Kilda supporters should get right behind us this year because these young guys can definitely play.
What about Robert Harvey? I was just going to say, 37 possessions at Waverley. You've run a fair distance, haven't you?
Yeah, Harvey was outstanding. Smith and Jones, what a game. What a result for the Saints. The final scores, the Saints by a point over the Blues. It was 12-11 to 12-10.